Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. And in this video, we're not gonna be building a keyboard from scratch. We're actually gonna be doing something different. So I got these keycaps called the Cyberspace keycaps. They've been in the making for about 2 years and I finally got my hands on them. They were delivered a couple days ago after 2 years of waiting for these production issues and production delays that we'll get into later on. But I have my hands on them and I wanna show you guys what they are, what they're like, and why they're so special and why I think they're actually an endgame keycap for me. All right, so getting right into it, let me give you guys some of the background on what these keycaps were and why they took so freaking long to get here. So the original group buy dates were set at August 1st, 2020 to September 1st, 2020. So that was a month and that was 2 years ago. The whole set sold about 720,000 units. Creative measures units in each individual keycap, so that's about 720 individual keycaps, so it's not a whole set. 720 sets, that'd be crazy. The price for the sets were, they varied because there's a bunch of different variants of the sets, but in general, if you want an alpha or the mods, they cost about $109, and if you want anything other than that, it's gonna be about close to $200, if not over, if you're counting the metal keycap, also the novelties as well, but it's well worth it. I bought the novelties, the mods, and the alphas, and some space bars too to go with my 4D keyboard. So there were a number of stores that you can purchase this set from. The US store was specifically kono.store, not kono.com, but kono.store. And I had some issues with them. They weren't really clear with communication. The Discord was kind of all over the place. People were asking questions about the keycap since it took about 2 years to get, with very little communication in between from the production to the delivery. So that was issues there. But for the most part, once we got towards the end, communication started to clear up and we started to get more understanding of what's going on with the keys and some of the delays that happen in production. All right, so getting into the keycaps themselves, I'm really excited for these because these are my first cat profile keycaps. I do have XDAs and I do have, I believe, SAs, but for the most part, cherry profiles were what I originally have and what I started with. So getting a new, completely different profile for me is very exciting. Cat profiles were created by Creative themselves, and Cat stands for Creative All Touch, which is very interesting. But for the most part, if you are trying to understand the Cat profile as described by dotesports.com, Cat is an ultra smooth, mid-sized profile with sculpted keycaps that slot somewhere between the SA keycaps and cherry keycaps in terms of overall design. Each keycap sits tall, rounded, and curvy in that aspect, kind of like the XDAs that I built for my $260 build video that I did, if you guys want to go check that out. So that's what I'm thinking they're like. Like I said, I don't know, I've never had cat profiles before, so they're kind of a mixture between SAs and XDAs. That's what it sounds like. So, but reading down the list of the cat profiles on the website, they're glow-in-the-dark legends as well. They're green phosphor. Those are variants that you can buy, I believe. They're PBT plastic. PBT synonymous. I actually prefer PBT over ABS. I don't like the shine that ABS gives off. I know PBT can give off a shine. Can't get over the glossiness and the texture that ABS has, so I do prefer PBT. I didn't get the metal keycap itself, but it's really cool if you guys want to check it out. All right, so because these took 2 years, I want to go over some of the production delays as to the background of what was going on, you know what I mean? So 2020, these dropped, like I said, in August 1st, and obviously we had COVID, right, in 2020, so that took a hit in the production, but I believe the production was going to start next year in 2021. Like I mentioned before, these sold about 720 units. That was a lot. That's a lot of units. 720, anything is a lot. So that, including manufacturing time and whatnot, so that took a hit too as well. The original date was supposed to be, I believe, somewhere in fall of 2021. I could be wrong, but fall 2021, I believe that was a target date. Obviously, like I said, issues, so they pushed that back, and then here we are in March. Once production was underway in 2021, so it was a couple months ago, and then it took about 3 months to finish, right? So then we're getting to packing and shipping, which was around winter of 2021 and then into 2022. I actually reached out to kono.store and they told me that they were having some issues getting the parts from China because of harbor issues. Fast forward to February, and that's when we started getting more notice. Obviously, February, Chinese New Year, so everything shuts down in China, so that had some delays too with the keycaps as well. Fast forward to early March, we get notification that they're actually in the California warehouse for Kono, and they're starting to sort them out, and then they'll be shipped out soon. And then a couple days ago, I got the notification that they were starting to ship out, and then here we are today. I got the keycaps. They're right behind the camera, and I'm excited to show you guys them. So yeah, it was just a whole craziness of 2 years just waiting for these things. So, but enough about the history. Let's get through some building B-roll. All right, so now that we are done building this set, let's just take a minute to admire how great this looks on this aluminum case. The colors and the contrast of each key looks really, really impressive. I am super happy with this build. I think the wait was well worth it. I have nothing bad to say about this. Just the keyboard just speaks for itself, honestly. The colors, the green alphas is just incredible. It's everything that I wanted, along with the mods with the different types of symbols that are attached to these. And then also the purple keycaps that are contrast. There are different keycaps as well too that I can go through and put on. But for the most part, I kind of like the way I did it here. All right, now in terms of some of the issues that people were having, I understand that because of production issues, some of the keys didn't come out as clear, or they were just different shapes and sizes. I know for these Cyrillic alphas, which are the black and kind of like they have different symbols on the lettering, those did not come out really well. From my understanding is that people were having issues in terms of the some of the ledges being ineligible or in different places, the keycaps being different heights for each, so it's not a smooth. If you look at it from a side profile, it's not smooth. These are also PBT too, so you're not going to get very uniform keycaps like you would with ABS quality. For the most part, for me and my build, everything pretty much came out smooth, and I had no issues, or I have no issues with the keycaps in general. If I look at a side profile of this keyboard, everything's pretty in uniform and unison. It's got like a nice concave profile to it. But the cats are really nice. I really, really like the cats in general. They're just my end game, honestly. I know some people did mention that they do glow in the dark. I have yet to try that just because of the room that I'm in, and I haven't really had time to actually get these under UV light. From my understanding, what people are saying is that it's very minimal, the glow in the dark. It's not like you're gonna have something that's really, really bright like a glow stick that would glow in the dark and you can actually see the letterings and numbers and whatnot. So it's kind of gimmicky in a way, but the fact that it does still glow in the dark and it's, you know, you can still kind of see it is actually a pretty cool, neat touch to these. All right, but before I let you guys go, I will say that I have been using this key set for about a couple weeks now before I put this video out, and I've been using it specifically for gaming and working, and I really, really do like the feel of it, honestly. It sounds very, very nice. I understand they're PBT, and not a lot of people like PBT builds or material, but I personally prefer them over ABS just because it doesn't give you that shine that ABS gives you over time. So this is definitely well worth it. But in my opinion, 2 years in the making, or almost 2 years in the making, and I think this set is really, really worth it. I love the colors and the contrast of everything else, the black, the greens, the purple. There's so many other keycaps that I could put this together with. But for the most part on this build, I think this is my end game build for this specific case itself. As of this moment that this video is going out, I think Kono's running extras right now. I don't know about the other vendors that are selling this as well, but I know Kono's running extras. So if you guys are interested in this build itself, definitely check kono.store for more information on these. And if you want to grab yourself a whole set, do it up, you know what I mean? But yeah, if you guys like the video and enjoy the content, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, all that good stuff, because it really, really does help boost this channel and video up as well. We've been growing faster than I thought, and I really appreciate you guys and all the support that you've given to the channel. But yeah, our next video is coming out soon, so be sure to hit that notification bell because it's going to be a really good one.